Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about the Rip Curl E-Bomb E6 wetsuit for us it'll be for winter 2018 to 2019. So the E6 neoprene obviously comes after the E5 neoprene with a few added boasts in terms of flexibility and the lining of the suit. So that's the primary difference between, well, pretty much one of the only differences between last year and this year. The E-Bomb itself stays as a zip-free suit because its key sort of selling point is performance and flexibility. So it stays as a zip-free suit, so if you're not used to a zipless suit, I'll show you how to pop one on in a second, or how the sort of mechanics of it work, if you like. But it's a big sort of selling point for those people that don't like any restriction or basically hate wearing wetsuits. And that's the biggest selling point of the E6 neoprene. The E6 neoprene now has more air within the foam. Okay, so that's the biggest difference. The air within the foam will allow it to insulate you better, so hold warm air inside the bubbles of the neoprene and keep you warmer for longer. But it will also increase the flexibility greatly as well. So I'm going to demonstrate that. It's really, really flexible. And picking up the suit is incredibly light, and it's probably one of the lightest and most flexible suits that is on the market at the moment. I put this up against the O'Neill Hyper Freak, so if you've picked up one of those and felt one of those, this feels just as good. Yeah, so it's right on par. Really, really nice wetsuit. So loads of flexibility thanks to the E6 neoprene. And one of the other key things about the suit as well with the E6 neoprene is the lining of the E6. Basically, this is the first suit, I'll grab the fourth through, to be thermally lined as well as super flexible. So say first suit, obviously not the first suit, but the first Rip Curl E neoprene, which is fully lined. So 100% top to bottom you've got this blue lining, and basically what that does, it is a thermal lining. So traditionally thermal lining carries quite a lot of weight and it adds a lot of weight to the suit. So if you have a performance suit like say the Hyper Freak or like this, the E-Bomb, they generally won't have it the whole way through because they want to promote flexibility. But this is a new type of material which has incredible flexibility along with it. So you can see that pulling on the arm there without compromising on the warmth. So it's kind of like a fluffy thermal material, almost like a thermal underwear the whole way through the suit that traps warm air as it leaves your body, and instead of it leaving your body, it basically insulates you along with the neoprene itself. That's the whole way through, top to bottom, really nice to the touch. And unlike most traditional sort of thermal polypro linings, it doesn't have any restriction at all. So you get the best of both worlds essentially. You're still getting all that flexibility, you're still getting all of that performance, but without losing some of the warmth that maybe you traditionally would do in a heavier sort of winter wetsuit. So as you can tell, it's really, really warm in the UK at the moment, so you haven't really needed anything like this heavy by the stroke of the imagination. It's quite unusual. But the suits that we are going to be selling for the winter, where it does get really cold, is going to be the 5.3. So this is the 5.3, and that is 3mm on the upper body, 5mm on the lower body, 100% E6 neoprene, really warm but still loads of flexibility and performance. That's the 5.3, and then we also do the 4.3 as well. Okay, so that's what's dropping for this fall, for this winter. So if you're looking for a performance-y wetsuit but still loads of sort of flexibility and this new E6 neoprene, then this is going to be a real winner. It's going to feel fantastic. Definitely be giving it a go this winter. So the flex the whole way through. Another sort of key selling point of the suit, one of the key features is the minimal paneling on the suit. So there's hardly any paneling, so that means minimal seams. The less seams that are on the wetsuit obviously means there's more less restriction and more flexibility. Standard Duraflex knee pads, so that's that sort of standard puffed knee pad, and you also get like which locks your knees in, stops any wear and tear. You get the little key holder as well. It's magnetic, which is kind of cool, and then all of the sort of finishings that you expect, just sort of liquid taping to stop any flushed up the sleeves, gives a better seal with your gloves. Okay, and you get that around the ankles as well. This is the zip-free system. What we're going to do, rather than actually demonstrate the suit in the water, we'll let Connor Coffin do that later in the video, and besides we haven't had any surf in the UK, especially on the south coast, for absolutely ages. But what we'll do is we'll demonstrate this zip-free system, which is really awesome. What they have done this year is they've cut it back on the shoulder, so you've got more flexibility on the shoulder there, which gives you more movement, but also means it's easy to get on off because the neck opens up wide. But essentially the zip-free system actually goes over the top of the suit, which is kind of cool, and it means any water that does come in, it should be funneled out through the side of the suit and out of the chest zip system. So just switching to the inside of the E-Bomb, Once again, just worth mentioning, you do have this new E6 taping as well. It's not the entire way through the suit, but it's just in the critical areas where you might have a sort of like breach in the suit and might have a bit of leaking. It's glued and blind stitched, won't let any water in through the seams, and then all the seams that are a bit more vulnerable to stress are taped, and it also comes obviously with Rip Curl's warranty, which covers you for a year on the seams and on the workmanship of the suit, and then 3 years on the stitch. Okay, so in the UK at the moment, as you can tell, it's pretty warm. One thing that's come along with the warm weather is a severe lack of any surf whatsoever. So I would have loved to have the opportunity to demonstrate the suit down by the water, go for a little surf, hopefully demonstrate how flexible it is and everything. But I would just basically be standing around or possibly going for a paddle, which isn't really that entertaining. So what I thought might be more useful is basically show how easy it is to get the suit on and off. Basically, what I do, as I said before, turn the suit inside out, down to the waist. So yeah, first thing, pull it up to the waist. Knee pads over your knees, get everything nicely organised there, so it's all in place. Pull it all up, and then you can tackle the second half of the suit. Just basically the more tricky part for most of us. Up and over, left arm first, get that shoulder over. Get everything in place first. So the same with sort of pulling up your body and everything, get everything in where it should be first, and then tackle the next part of the suit. Left arm, and then go with the right arm, find the right hold, up and over. Get the arm in the right place again, and then get that chest entry system here, the zip-free part, up and over your head. Reach in, sort out the flap around the back. That should be everything in place, and hopefully this will be a good demonstration of how easy it is to get on and off. Having said that, a zip-free wetsuit is never going to be that easy compared to like a big back zip which you can pull the whole way down. But having said that, that wasn't too bad. So size check, I'm 6'1", 85 kilos, sort of average build I think. And basically this fits really, really well. So in terms of the fit, or how a good fit looks, nice and high on the neck, no sort of dip around the back, so I'm not going to get any water down when I duck dive. Nice and sort of low on the ankle, good length on the arms, no sort of neoprene which you can pull not too much around the kidneys. Nice and well tucked under the armpits, no shine on the shoulders, and tight like a second skin. Tight as you can get it without feeling uncomfortable, because that basically will then allow the suit to stretch with you and give you more sort of a tailored fit, if you like. It will sort of stretch with your body. So if it's a bit too big, it won't do that. If it's a bit tight, the suit will stretch between 5 and 10% and then give you that perfect fit that you're looking